Football transfers are a complex and multi-layered process. It involves much more than just agreeing on a transfer fee. Negotiating player contracts has become increasingly challenging with the involvement of high-profile agents and intricate player demands. Clubs also have their own specific requirements for players beyond just agreeing on salaries. With that in mind, we're diving into some of the most unusual and bizarre contract clauses in football history. We've gathered 19 of the strangest clauses ever seen in the sport. For more exciting football insights, transfer news, and behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to subscribe. We start with two of the greatest footballers in history and end with a player looking to improve his wife's cooking skills. 1. Lionel Messi, Catalan integration clause. Lionel Messi's contract with FC Barcelona was leaked, revealing an intriguing clause that required him to integrate into Catalan society and culture. Barcelona went to great lengths to ensure the Argentine superstar embraced the local culture. This included asking Messi to learn Catalan, a language distinct from Spanish. Another part of the contract stated that Messi could become a free agent if Catalonia ever gained independence. Interestingly, Messi accepted this clause, aligning with the club's vision of making him not only their greatest player, but also a true representative of the city. 2. Cristiano Ronaldo, €1 billion release clause in La Liga. Every player must have a release clause. While it wasn't unusual for Cristiano Ronaldo to have one, the jaw-dropping €1 billion release clause in his contract was practically unmatchable. No football club could ever afford such a sum, making the clause more symbolic than functional. By 2018, as Ronaldo's career at the Santiago Bernabeu wound down, this astronomical figure was cut to a more realistic yet still significant €120 million. 3. Neymar, visiting friends clause. When Neymar joined FC Barcelona from Santos in 2013, the club wanted to ensure he stayed at peak performance without feeling homesick for Brazil. To address this, they included a unique visiting friends clause in his contract. Neymar's close friends, known as the TIOSS, were flown from Brazil to Barcelona every 2 weeks at the club's expense. This kept Neymar happy and allowed him to thrive, ultimately becoming one of Barcelona's top players of the modern era. 4th, Kesuke Honda, Armored Vehicle Clause. In January 2020, Japanese football star Kesuke Honda joined Botafogo in Brazil during the latter stages of his career. However, concerned about his safety in Rio de Janeiro, one of the world's most dangerous cities, Honda requested an armored vehicle as part of his contract. Botafogo agreed to the unusual demand, but Honda left the club within the same year. 5. Oriol Romeu Fear Clause. When Girona signed Oriol Romeu on loan from Barcelona in September 2024, they inserted a fear clause into his contract. It would entail that if Girona were to play Romeu against his parent club Barcelona when the two teams come face-to-face, the former would owe the Blaugrana a sum of money. 6. Ramel Falcao, Dodgy Knee Clause. When Manchester United signed Colombian striker Ramel Falcao from AS Monaco in 2014, concerns over his recurring knee injuries led to a special contract clause. The Red Devils could terminate his loan without any financial penalty if his knee problems resurfaced. 7th, Stefan Schwarz, Space Clause. In 1999, Sunderland signed Swedish midfielder Stefan Schwarz from Valencia. As Schwarz had expressed interest in commercial space travel, Sunderland added a space clause to prevent him from participating in any space flights. 8. Dennis Bergkamp, no-fly clause. Arsenal legend. Dennis Bergkamp, known as the non-flying Dutchman, had a fear of flying. This led to a no-fly clause in his contract, allowing him to avoid air travel, which often resulted in missing European away matches. Despite this, Bergkamp remained one of the club's best players. 9. Samuel Eto'o, private jet clause. When Cameroonian striker Samuel Eto'o joined Russian club Anzhi Makachkala in 2011, his contract included a private jet clause. Eto'o preferred living in Moscow, and the club agreed to fly him 1,000 miles to and from training, a luxury enabled by the club's billionaire owner. 10. Georg Koch, racism clause. German goalkeeper Georg Koch included a racism clause when joining PSV Eindhoven in 1997, allowing him to leave the club if racially abused. After experiencing hostility in the Netherlands, Koch returned to Germany within 3 months. 11. Mario Balotelli, good conduct clause. During Mario Balotelli's time at Liverpool, the club included a good conduct clause in his contract. Known for his off-field antics, Balotelli behaved well during his stay, avoiding disciplinary issues as the clause required him to leave if he misbehaved. 12. Luis Suarez No biting clause. When Barcelona signed Luis Suarez in 2014, the club reportedly added a no-biting clause due to his past incidents of biting opponents. Despite this controversial past, Suarez became a key player at Barcelona, though the club later denied the clause's existence. 13. Ronaldinho, 2 nights out clause. Brazilian superstar Ronaldinho had a 2 nights out clause in his contract when he joined Flamengo in 2011. The former Ballon d'Or winner wanted to enjoy his nightlife without penalties, allowing him to party twice a week during the final years of his career. 14. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, 20-minute appearance clause. When Arsenal signed Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, they agreed to pay Southampton a £10,000 appearance fee every time he played more than 20 minutes. This clause often saw Oxlade-Chamberlain substituted in the 71st minute to avoid the additional payment. 15. Neil Ruddock, weight clause. Crystal Palace included a weight clause in defender Neil Ruddock's contract to help him maintain fitness. Despite the effort, Ruddock was fined 8 times in less than 6 months for breaching the clause, and he left after 1 season. 16. Roberto Firmino, anti-Arsenal clause. Liverpool inserted a €98 million release clause into Roberto Firmino's contract in 2015. However, the clause was specifically designed to prevent Arsenal from triggering it, following their earlier failed bid for Luis Suarez. 17. Giuseppe Reina, house clause. When German striker Giuseppe Reina joined Arminia Bielefeld, he included a house clause, requesting a house be built for him each year of his contract. The club fulfilled this request, but cheekily constructed small Lego houses, as Reina hadn't specified the type of property. 18. Stig Inge Bjorneby, no ski clause. Norwegian footballer Stig Inge Bjorneby, once a ski-jumping enthusiast, had a no-ski clause in his Liverpool contract. The club prohibited him from skiing to avoid injury risks, though Bjorneby still enjoyed a successful 8-year stint at Anfield. 19. Rolf Crystal Guimien, wife cooking lessons clause. Congolese midfielder Rolf Crystal Guimien requested cooking lessons for his wife when joining Eintracht Frankfurt in 1999. He believed her improved culinary skills would help them better adapt to life in Germany.